Welcome to Grandma's Magic. Today's lesson will be Australian half treble and US half double crochet. And welcome back to our next lesson. This week we are doing Australian, let me get this right, half treble crochet or US half double crochet. Now we will be starting off pretty much like our last lesson. We'll make a chain. So slip knot, tail end over your fingers, wrap the working yarn around, make a crossover and behind, and then feed that up. Pull that knot tight, your tail tight, and slip the working yarn through. I'm going to make a chain count of 21, 20 being our stitch count and 1 being our turning chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if I'm going too fast, just slow me down. $19, $20, $21. Now with this stitch, 1 turning chain is all you need, though some people will do 2. In this lesson I'm just doing 1 turning chain. Now the difference between this stitch and the last stitch is we wrap the yarn around first to create an extra loop. We're going into the second chain from the hook. Yarn in, yarn over. When you pull through, you have 3 loops. All right. Now yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And if you got the 3, then you've done it right. So it's yarn over, hook through, yarn over, you have 3, yarn over, pull through the 3. So let's work our way to the end. All right, yarn over, hook through, yarn over, pull through for 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. All right, I'll meet you at the end. All right, almost to the end. Reminder, yarn over, hook through, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. And this is our last few, and like our last lesson, our last stitch will be in that first loop that we made in our chain row. And through. All right, now we only need to chain 1 for this row for our height. So like that. Turn your work. Look for those spaces that are under your V's, because they're where you'll be working into. So yarn over, hook through, making sure you've got both sides of the V, yarn over, having 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3. So we will work to the end, yarn over, hook through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Alright, let's work this row together. Again, if I'm too fast, slow it down, yarn over, hook through, yarn over, pull through. We're halfway there. Using up more yarn. Oops. Sorry for that. Alright, halfway along, yarn over, find the loop, the hole to work into, yarn over, pull through all 3. And I'll meet you at the end. Coming up towards the end, last 3, 1, 2, and just like in the previous, we are looking for that last chain that was for the chain row. Yarn over, put your hook through, making sure you get both sides of that V. Yarn over, pull through, got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through. Now we'll make a chain to start our next row. Turn the work and we will work our way along. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Just work some of this row together. Alright. I'll meet you at the end. Alright, almost to the end, it's a bit over halfway. Now I wanted to show you how I'm holding my work. Okay, so it's as usual, the yarn wrapped around the fingers, the pointer's slightly out, wrapping the yarn around, and I'm using my thumb and forefinger to hold my work so as to keep it at an even place to allow my stitches to be consistent. And yes, my pointer does tend to drop down to help hold the work. So yarn over, through, yarn over. This is where you're using lots of parts of your brain because you're doing multiple things at the same time. You're holding your hook, you're holding your work, you're controlling the yarn as you go. Crocheting is multitasking. Almost to the end. Last stitch. Now, can you see that? All right, yarn over, making sure it's a little bit awkward, but oops, can you see that? Yarn over, pull through, you have the 3 loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over to chain up. And now it's just a matter of continuing this stitch until you've gotten used to it. And you can either finish up or put a pin in it and put it aside ready for when we get to learn our next stitch. So I'll see you at the end. All right. Here we are at our last few stitches. Let's finish off. Now, and one more, which is the very end. We're looking for this V to go under. So if you want to just end here but save it to continue on when you're ready to do more, then we yarn over, make a chain, get our stitch marker. Now, stitch marker can be a plastic pin like this, a regular safety pin, a hair clip, or even just a bit of yarn. Feed through just to stop it from coming undone, and then you put your work aside till you're ready to pick it up again. Or if you want to finish here, then we've made that chain, and then we're going to get something to cut the thread with. I'm using this pendant where you just feed through one of the chips because there's a blade in there, create tension, and that cuts, and then we just feed through, and there you go. There's a row of half trebles / half doubles. Next week we will be learning treble, or US known as double stitches. I look forward to seeing you at our next lesson. I hope we've gotten through this. Thank you very much for your time. We'll see you next week.